Well, that went incredibly well. You had some fairly difficult things up to that 240 pretty quick. That's really good to see. Questions, warm up. So I approach warming up to any of this stuff the same way I do with weight training type stuff. So like whatever your first lift of the day is going to be, like say squats. Well, basically you start off with just body weight squats, then you add the bar, and then you add a little bit of weight, and then you add a little more weight until you're finally using the working weight for the day. So same idea here. Basically, like whatever your exercise or your lift is going to be for the day, you don't need to do a bunch of extra stuff to get warmed up. You just start doing the exercise just with a lot less weight than you're going to be working with, and then slowly add weight, and there you go. You're warmed up and primed and ready to lift. Same thing with this. Doing the metronome method of going 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, and so on, that is the warm-up. That's it. So any of the stuff that you're working on that you want to work on, if it's like speed-based stuff or whatnot, the metronome working it up slowly, that's the warm-up. You don't need to do an extra thing to warm up. So you're probably right. The warm-up stuff that you're doing is not helping. It probably isn't. You don't need to. It's like the more you play, the more warmed up you get. You don't need to warm up in order to be warmed up to play. Like playing will get you plenty warmed up, and you'll be fine. Totally fine. For structuring a 5 to 6 hour day of practice, that's a lot. And I'm trying to remember your question exactly how it was. I think I remember enough. So, damn it, no, I don't. Let me pull it back up. Sorry. Like I've been, I usually watch people's stuff, write the lesson, and then just move on. Watch the next person's stuff, write the lesson. Watch the next person's stuff, write the lesson, and so on. And now I can't remember exactly what you asked. So let me just pull that up real quick, because I can't remember. Something about practicing the videos. Let's see, there you are. Alright, hang on.
Hi, this is my first recording of the first exercise questions that do a lot of different things throughout the last year, and I feel like none of them are very fun.
Okay, that's the warm-up part.
Not fun. So I was wondering, what do you do for a warm-up practice? Because that's pretty much the time I have. And hours a warm-up. And also, let's say I have 5 to 6 hours a day to practice, because that's pretty much the time I have. And so I'm doing this for you, I'm doing the exercise, and I let's say finish it in like 15 minutes.
Okay. When you said 15 minutes, I think you said 15. And if you're actually finishing all 3 in 15 minutes, that's absurdly fast. I wonder if that's even possible, working it up in 5s to get there in 15 minutes. So like with all 3 of these, it's 30 to 45 minutes total, like is what you end up spending it on as like a max. But again, if you max out in less than 10 minutes, then you're good. So, cause yeah, like I don't just make sure, like, yeah, when you are practicing, make sure you're going up in the 5s, not 20s. The 20s thing was just if you reach 240 early, then you can send over a video demonstrating that going up in the 20s. If you don't reach 240 by the end of the week, then you need to demonstrate the full practice session going 60, 65, 70, basically going up in 5s until you can't go any further. Let's see. Anyway, I'm gonna keep listening.
Because then you said to stop. Do I ever go again?
Go again, all right. You rarely ever do you get much more out of that to do it again in the same day. I usually find it's more helpful just wait until the next day, because you got to wait, especially when you're like learning a new thing and it might be a difficult thing. You kind of have to, sleep on it. You try it for, you work on it for the first day, and then you sleep and you let your brain put all the pieces together, and you come back the next day and it's suddenly a lot easier. So rarely ever do I see a real benefit to like doing it multiple times a day. If you have a lot of fun with it, fair enough, but you don't need to come back to it like the same day unless you feel like you could definitely get more out of it and like go faster, and like I mean like significantly faster, like at least a 20 BPM increase in the same day. Fair enough. If you're only getting like 5 more, it's like, yeah, was it really worth going through all that again? Probably not. Probably better just wait till the next day.
Like, do I try to max out again? Do I just repeat the process again at some point during the day, or do I just play stuff that I want and to do the same method for stuff?
Yeah, play stuff that you want, for sure. Play whatever else you want. You can work up other things that you like, or just learn stuff, mess around, have fun.
Stuff that I want to play and do other stuff if I have this much time to play. Yeah, those are the...
Yeah, like, if you, because when I think about practice, I'm thinking like, usually when I think of practice, I'm thinking like training, of like really, really pushing myself and trying to, you know, push things to a higher level. The faster, usually it's faster, or maybe even like an endurance kind of thing. And that's typically like after an hour, man, it's like you really can't expect to go a heck of a lot more. Like you need a break. But when it comes to like just, you know, maybe practicing improvisation for a bit, or just playing your own songs or playing other songs that you wanted to know and just kind of having fun, it's like a different kind of practice. So I guess it depends on like what kind of practice you're doing as well. But yes, definitely play the other stuff that you want to. Make sure you do all the fun things and really just max out once a day for this stuff here. That's plenty. But all right, getting to the new stuff. So we got a 3/4 count here, and when we're playing this, want that hand to be moving continuously. So whether you're hitting the strings or not, the hand's going to be synced up with the downbeats and the upbeats. So down, up, down, up, down, up, just as you did this past week with the stuff that you played. So some people like to call these ghost strums because you're going to be missing strums when you do this. This is basically a polyrhythm you got going on here, because what we're going to do is have 2 chords evenly spaced across 3 beats every time. So basically we got this the rhythm written out this way to easily see, or at least more easily see, where all the individual beats are, as well as making it easier to see. We come in on the downbeat of 1. Downbeat of 1 is tied to the downbeat of, or yeah, that chord is tied to the downbeat of 2, and then we come in again on the upbeat of 2, which is tied to beat 3. So basically everything is a beat and a half long, or a dotted quarter note long. So you're going to be playing on the 1, downbeat of 1, and the upbeat of 2. So everything is going to last 1, 2, 3 eighth notes long. 1, 2, 3 eighth notes long. So when you're strumming this, you're going to hit that downstroke, miss an upstroke, miss a downstroke, then you hit the upstroke, miss the downstroke, miss the upstroke. So like groups of 3, there's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you can count it both ways. You can count it like going 1 and. Another thing you could do is say more than what you play, because things are so spaced out. Sometimes saying all the downbeat numbers could actually be helpful in this case. So like 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3. Maybe just like emphasize the 1 and the upbeat of 2, that and, to like tell yourself, I'm definitely playing on these parts. Another thing you do is just count 3s. Go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Whichever way helps you lock onto this best, that's the way you want to do it. So, let's play it. Count of 3. for number 1 here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Notice my hand is moving the entire time. This is to help give us the best chance of keeping everything rhythmically correct. 120. 1, 2, 3. 1. That was terrible. 1, 2, 3. 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 180. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And 240. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So even at that speed, I keep that hand moving. Very, very helpful to make sure you're locked into it. All right, number 2. So this is expanding on that idea. So everything is still a beat and a half apart. So up top, we use a bunch of tied notes to once again make it easier to see where all the beats are, all the downbeats, all the upbeats. And down here, we use as many dotted quarter notes as possible, because there's a good chance when you see things like this or this kind of rhythm tabbed out, you'll see it like this. So I want to make sure you see both ways. But instead of counting it as a 4-4, I would still count it like a 3-4, or even just count that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And one thing I do as something like this gets faster is I just count how many times I've strummed the chord, because I'm just locked into that motion, just a down, bump, 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 bump. So not only do we have the polyrhythmic aspect of 2 chords evenly spaced across 3 beats, but because the strumming pattern begins or is repeated every 3 beats, like a 3/4 time signature, well, we're changing chords every new bar in a 4/4 time signature. So this is also a polymeter. So we basically have a 3/4 time signature at the same time as a 4/4 time signature and the polymeter going. All kinds of fun stuff. So if this one ends up feeling really weird at first, there's a good reason for it. There's a lot happening. So yeah, seeing stuff like this, I think it's easier to count it as a 3/4 still, because you're just repeating the same rhythmic pattern again and again every 3 beats. But you got to pay attention to when you change the chords, because the chords will change after every 4 beats. Technically, a little bit different than that, because, well, we're not changing it right there. But anyway, each new bar will bring in a new chord. So, enough talking. Let's play it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, 180. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And 240. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Start second guessing myself on something. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. Next, we're gonna start working with some single note stuff. So, whoops. Just realized I didn't change that. Do you have Guitar Pro? Please let me know if you got Guitar Pro. If you already answered that, I'm sorry, I don't remember. Okay, there we go. So yeah, one thing I noticed when you're doing something like this in the initial video, where you were just demonstrating all that stuff in the skill evaluation sheet, you had alternate picking, which is great. One thing I noticed was the string muting. So when you're playing stuff like this, I think I gave you that video on how to mute strings, so watch that again if you need to. Basically, you know, as you're ascending, climbing higher and higher on the notes, you got to keep changing your picking hand position. This way, you're muting out all those lower pitch strings. See, by the time I'm up here, I'm laying across all these strings. Index finger does a lot of muting, so it's basically muting all the higher pitched unused strings. It's also supposed to be up underneath the adjacent string. So when I'm fretting that A string, it's up under the E string. Fretting the D string, I am up under the A string, and so on. Again, watch that video if you need to on how to mute stuff to make it sound clean. Watch that video again if you don't remember everything that was talked about. So basically, when you're working on this, you got to make sure that you're very diligent. You're quick to address mistakes when they happen. The mistake mainly, I think the main one to work on is going to be keeping unwanted string noise. You want to get rid of it, keeping it away. So when you're changing strings, if you hear a string ringing out, then you want to address it immediately. Try and figure out where you get. So maybe you get to the G string and you're hearing like stuff ringing out there. Like, look at your left hand. Is that the problem? You know, try and adjust it the best you can, see if the noise goes away, and if not, well then check the right hand. Usually it's the right hand that's the problem. A lot of times people keep their hand too far this way, and they need to scoot it over this way. So yeah, usually it's the right hand that's the problem when you're playing on the high pitch strings and you hear noise ringing out. So if I don't mute with my right hand, check this out. You got that stuff ringing through? It goes away as it comes down because the index finger is muting it. So yeah, a lot of people they'll have their hand over here thinking that they're muting things. Gotta scoot it over. Anyway, so just be careful of that when you're working this up. So 240 is still a goal speed of, you don't have to reach it, but if you do reach 240 before next week, you can make a video early and just go up in the 20s again just to demonstrate it all. Make sure it sounds good at all those different steps. And if you don't reach 240 by next week, that's also fine. Just send over the last full practice session, going up in fives, getting where you can. All right, count of three. 1, 2, 3. 120. 1, 2, 3. One 80. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 240. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And without the palm mutes, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, a lot of times I'll do some palm muting on these kinds of things. Just feel like it sounds better. I have more control over keeping it clean. So a little bit of palm muting, I'd say not a big deal. Okay, I think that covers everything. Any other questions come up, please let me know, and I'll see you again in your new videos.